What up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. Here to recap the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers, where they fall in overtime again, back-to-back weeks, 19-16. I don't even know where to begin. It is so hard watching this crap right now. It's not even funny, but at the same time, it's freaking hilarious because we kind of get this. A lot of us hyped up this team, but this team sucks. I didn't get to watch a lot of the game. I only got to watch the fourth quarter and the overtime because I worked a little later than expected tonight. To be honest, I don't think I missed much. I was keeping up with the score, but I wasn't actually watching the live play and what was all going on. Heard there was a lot of penalties, a lot of bad play calling. Same old shit, different week. Thing that pisses me off is they've had 11 days to prepare for this game, and they do the same shit. I don't expect this to get better. I think this is probably what we're going to get for the rest of the season. I mean, this team averages 15 points a game. That's terrible. A lot of holes on this team. And I feel bad for Hackett because he's going to get run out of town. I already see it. At the rate that it's going right now and keeps continuing, which it most likely will, he's not going to survive. He's not going to be a part of this team next year. I feel bad for the dude, but, I'm sorry. You came in a bad situation because if you do not perform, you will get run out of town. That's just been the theme of this team past since the Manning, Gary Kubiak era. Honestly, if that's what happened, I still would like to have an offensive-minded head coach. They might have made a mistake on the coach that they got, but, I don't know. Still, it's literally 6 games into this dude's first season as head coach, but, is what it is. It's just a mess across the board. I mean, I don't think anybody is really safe right now, to be honest. Except for probably Russell Wilson, since they gave him that extension. But it's the risk that you take when you do that. I mean, he hasn't played a single snap. They give him all that money. So, I hope it works out. Because if it don't, man, it's going to be the worst trade we probably ever made in franchise history. But, I do not think Russell Wilson's washed. A lot of people think he is. I just don't think that he fits the system that they're trying to run. I was seeing it a lot in overtime, a lot in the fourth quarter. Stop running the damn ball every freaking play. All right? First down, you run the ball, you get stuffed. Second down, you run the ball, you get stuffed. And then you have a third and long that you have to try and convert every time. And then you go 3 and out. Stop running the damn ball all the freaking time. Okay, that is not your strong suit right now. You have to play to your strengths. Your best running back is done for the season, okay? No more Javonte Williams. You have Latavius Murray, who, honestly, first game of the Broncos, I thought he did pretty good. 15 carries, 66 yards. He had an average of 4.4 yards per carry. He's a hard runner. Honestly, he would be better to have as a backup than Melvin Gordon to Javonte Williams. Melvin Gordon had 3 carries for 8 yards tonight. It was kind of funny. I felt bad at the same time, but yeah, Melvin Gordon, he got freaking replaced. They need to move on from him. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not sorry. They need to move on from him. Mike Boone, he had 1 carry, a yard. Russell Wilson, 4 carries, 23 yards. He was the second leading rusher. It's not good either. Receiving, Jerry Jeudy had the most receiving yards. He had 3 catches, 54 yards. KJ Hamler, 2 catches, 44 yards. I like how they got involved, but where was freaking Cortland Sutton? Greg Dulcich, welcome to the NFL. First career game, gets a touchdown. He had 2 catches, 44 yards. Eric Tomlinson, a catch, 16 yards. Cortland Sutton, 2 catches, 14 yards. I don't think they were getting him involved enough. The rest of the guys, they had 1 catch for under 10 yards. So, not even going to go there. Alex Singleton, honestly, I think he's been one of the better pickups this our last offseason. He had 19 tackles, 2 assists. So, I mean, the dude's all over the field. He's really good on the special teams. I think he's a good run defender. I don't think he's the best coverage linebacker. He's all right, but we did get an interception, Baron Browning, and then he freaking fumbles it. But there's that. He did have a sack, though. Matt Hennessing had a sack. Who else we had here? Nobody. I mean, the defense just played a lot of great man-to-man defense today. There was a lot of deflected passes. Wasn't really getting sacks, fumbles, any of that stuff. But, yeah, I think it was a really good game. The Broncos played well enough to probably win this game. It would have been a lot more comfortable if the offense actually freaking showed up and could back up the defense. The defense played amazing in this game. I mean, just watching them in the fourth quarter and the overtime, they gave us a chance. You know, they gave us a chance. They gave the Broncos offense so many freaking chances. They could not cash in, you know. And sad part about it, I mean, it's hard seeing this defense because they're just going to get older and not be as good next year. Year after that, it's just the same shit, different year. It don't matter if you get a Russell Wilson or not. This team was not a quarterback away, and we need to accept it. They still have a lot of work to do. I think it all starts up front because the offense just is not consistent now. They need to beef up that O-line, get some depth. And the receivers might not be as good as we think they are, to be honest. A lot of route running question marks. Just, I don't know. There wasn't a lot of good play designs. And I don't know about you, Jerry Jeudy, man. You've had a couple years to improve. I don't think it's all bad quarterback play, buddy. I think it's some on you as well. I think the only receiver that the Broncos have that's probably safe with the team is Cortland Sutton. KJ Hamler, you know. But, yeah, you know, the receivers just not running good routes. Quarterback's not reading the field correctly. And the play calling is shit. So it's just, it's a dumpster fire, man. It's just, it's hard to watch. Anywho, let's look at some of the news here. Yeah, Damari Mathis, he had a rough game. He had 4 penalties called on him, which is absolutely atrocious. Having 4 penalties called on a single player. I mean, I believe that together, this team, adding up all the penalty yards they had in this game, was the most they've had since 1976. So, I don't know. But no more primetime games for a while. I mean, we do play in London in 2 weeks, but I might be snuggly wuggly in bed when that's going on, to be honest. I might just sleep in at this rate. No, I probably won't do that, unfortunately. I'm just not that type of fan. Probably going to get my butt up, watch the game, suffer through it, and then go back to bed. Anywho, they're asking Justin Simmons what's the problem 6 weeks in with the team. He said it starts with leadership. Haven't seen Justin Simmons that frustrated, as someone had said. I don't know. It's tough. I'm afraid that this locker room might not be behind Nathaniel Hackett right now. And that's not a good thing. So, I'm just going to try to look at the positives here. They played well enough to win until fourth quarter. That fumble really changed the ending. Like, I wish we could have seen what the Broncos could have done on offense. But when they muffed that punt, I don't know. I kind of had a feeling it was over right there. I mean, they were in field goal range. Even though the dude was injured, the kicker for the Chargers, I knew he was going to make it. So, anywho, top 8 defense points allowed. Broncos are 4th. They're the only team without a 500 record in the top 8. Yeah, it's deflating. I mean, I feel like watching this recap back, it's gonna be kind of all over the place, but I don't really know where to pick at. There's just so many things wrong with this team right now. I guess we can look at the Chargers. Herbert, he threw the ball 57 times. He had 37 completions, 238 yards, and an interception, no touchdowns. I mean, I think we did a really good job on him. But it came down to the Broncos' offense versus their defense, and the Chargers' defense, held them in check. But I just think the Broncos' offense is just so one-dimensional. It's easy to know what they're going to do. I mean, they're not creative enough. It's just, if you ain't doing what the top teams are doing right now, have good luck, because they're going to snuff out everything that you're trying to do. I mean, Eckler only had 36 yards. He was the leading rusher. Defense played their asses off, okay? Their leading receiver had 57 yards. But yeah, their defense, though, they had four sacks combined. But yeah, I was hoping we would get this win because they were missing some key players. And those key guys will probably be back in the second matchup. That's the beautiful thing about this. I know we're 2-4, but we have a chance to get on a winning streak. It's hard to believe right now that's going to happen because, this is a game that they could have won and just blew it there at the end. But, they go on a winning streak here. They play the Chargers again. They have a chance. They're 0-2 in the division, but they still play the Raiders and the Chargers again. I believe that you can still make the playoffs, still do what you need to do as long as you split with each team in your division. You lose both, especially to one of the top tier teams in your division, it ain't gonna happen. So, beautiful thing about it, you just gotta look at the positives here. It's still early in the season, 6 games in. I don't want to be the negative fan that I used to be, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of Bronco fans right now. They're just looking at all the negatives. And, yeah, it sucks. 2-game losing streak. You shouldn't have lost to the Colts. And damn well could have won this one. But we didn't. So, you keep your head up. Keep rolling. And, we got to get a win. We really need a win bad now. I do not think this is a must-win game, in my opinion. Because if you really look at the schedule here, you got the Jets in Denver this coming week. Jets looking pretty good. That will be a tough game for the Broncos. And then they have the Jaguars in London. So, and then after that, you have your bye week. You win both those games right there, you go 4-4. It's kind of about where I had them in my preseason preview. I think I had them 5-3 at that point. So, just keep your head up, Broncos country. It's tough right now, but we got to ride together, man. We're here. Just gotta go through it, man. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the vid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And that, stay safe, be good. Go Broncos. I need to take a nap.